Nice to know you.
Really good to know you. Good to see you online.
I don't talk anything about English, and then my English gone. Yeah? Now it is my first talking with someone in English from 4 months. It's a lot of time.
No problem. Yeah, mine's going away too. So
Yeah, but I know that for yours is more normally, because Japan is a very developed country, and in Chile our education is not so good.
your English is fine to me, and then it's really to me easy to understand. I didn't speak English until I was 24, and until then I didn't speak any English. But education here, I don't think it helps. This is my like second language ability, so it's okay. It's all good. This is not live, and we have editors and we have subtitles down the bottom, so
Yeah.
it's good. I'm so happy that I have you here today, and here we are finally. How would you like me to call you?
How you want?
I'm not sure how it is in your culture. Like younger people like me get to call you by your first name, or do I get to call you Andres?
First name. First name.
Yeah, so Andres is fine then.
Okay.
What time is it over there now? Is it late?
Yes, but it's not so late, because normally I'm going to my bed so much late. Don't worry.
What time do you go to bed usually? 2 o'clock? 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you write songs or do you play music?
Yeah, because normally for me always is better the night to stay alone with nobody call me.
Okay.
For me, it is like an habit every day.
Okay. I usually go to bed around 10, 11 because
Hey, whoa, you're sleeping now.
uh, I sleep my kids. I sleep my kids and I just pass out. My youngest one, he wakes me up at 5 in the morning, so I have to go to bed early. I was hoping that you could introduce yourself a little bit, maybe starting from your musical background.
Well, a little bit about my story, no? I loved the music in the first moment when I was born. Always the sound around me is for me something special. Then always I wanted to be close about something is sounding. Later, maybe when I was 5 years, 4, 5, 7 years, the sound that more touched to me, I could understand that it came from the instrument. Now I have 66 years. I really old man. In that time, you don't listen so much music on the street and in anywhere. Maybe for that reason, when I was listening instrument, I was like, wake up. I think that it was the first signal for my life. But my family was very modest. They couldn't buy any instrument.
Okay.
We were really very poor. But I had some friends, they have piano, for example, or guitar. Then very early in my life, I decide, look, very smart. I decide to get friends, only friends with instrument.
Okay, that's smart. That's smart move.
Yeah.
You were interested in piano or guitar back then?
First piano.
Piano first.
Because the piano, it was more strange instrument.
Oh, really?
For my kind of family, very modest.
Okay.
But in that same home, there are 2 guitars.
2 guitars.
And I remember that the first time that when I took a guitar, I felt that it was like me. It was like another leg and another arm, me, myself. Wow, it was a feeling really, really beautiful. Then I learned to play guitar really very early. I think when I was 9 years. Then for my family and for my friends and all my little town, I was like a big talent.
Yeah.
Everyone, they talk about me. Oh, Andres, you will do a big career like musician, blah blah. When I was 11 or 12 years, all my friends of the school and teachers, they know that I played very well guitar. And then I was playing in all the parties. In that time, I was like a John Lennon in my school. Yeah? Yeah. But when I was 14 years, I had my accident. Okay. My accident was I lost my entire arm, right arm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, work accident. I was working in a mill fabric for the floor. Yeah,
it's like a cutting machine for the.
Yes, a machine. A machine took to me and cut. In 1 second, I lost my arm, and then I lost my dream.
Okay.
Because for me, the really tragedy was to think that never in my life I could play guitar or another instrument in my life in the future. This was the really tragedy, not to lost my arm.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah, I do understand.
Yeah. Then maybe 15, 16, 17 years, I was so sad every day. I didn't want to live, really. I felt that I lost something in my soul. But my grandmother, my grandfather, and my mother, since my accident, every day, they was pushing me ahead. For example, I can't tie my shoes, or I can't peel an orange or an apple. And they said me, Andres, find your way. And then in the first moment, I didn't understand it. But one day, my grandmother, I wanted to eat orange and I couldn't peel. And then she showed me how I could do it with one hand. She destroyed the orange with her hand. But I saw in this moment something that maybe I could try. Then I tried 1, 2, and a lot, thousands of times, and I learned to do. And I learned to peel orange, to peel apples, to peel banana, to tie my shoes, to do a lot of things. Then close of my 20 years, I was going to the university to study philosophy. I was forgetting the music, but one day I walked to the closet where was my guitar. Then for nearly 4 years, I never returned to the guitar. But that day I went to the closet where stayed the guitar, and I took the guitar, and I put the guitar in my shirt, and I felt once again her body, so special for me. I knew that I couldn't play, but my grandmother and mother always pushing me. Then I thought, well, I couldn't play, okay, but maybe I could work for. Don't forget the chords, the position chords. Then in my guitar, I started to put my fingers on the chords every day. Then I was remembering it. Okay, it was really great. And for me, that's all. But one day I did a little pressure on the strings, and then the guitar sound. And that moment, the same feeling that Cristobal Colon when he discovered America. because I discovered my sound.
Yeah, okay.
In that time, we had not internet, TV, or phone. nothing, anything.
Okay.
Then that practice every day, I develop different abilities. One time I visited a teacher, but the teacher said me, sorry, Andres, I can't to teach to you. I don't know how.
Okay.
For me, it was so hard. Then I understood that maybe in my life I should learn for myself.
Okay. Teacher said to you he can't. Was he the teacher before the accident?
Yeah. All the people in around me, my family, that teacher, I was practicing during maybe 2 or 3 years, total heathen. I didn't want nobody ask me, oh, Andres, you have not arm, don't do it. I didn't want it.
Okay.
Maybe when I was 23 years, very old, I say to my brother, Ivan,
Okay.
and I say, hey, look, I'm playing a little. No, it's not possible. Look, come. But don't say anything to our father, please. Okay, then I play for him. I play one song of the Beatles.
Yeah.
And he said, no, that's great. But during all this time, dear Goske, never I was thinking that I could become a guitarist, the musician with one hand.
Okay.
Never. It came very late in my life. But I discovered that I was limited.
Okay.
Limit for make some kind of rhythm, some kind of arpeggios. I discovered that, for example, with my pinky finger, I could do something like right arm, right hand. Sorry.
I see.
String by string. Yeah, string by string.
Wow.
Understand? Huh?
Wow.
Okay,
Man.
that kind of things don't exist.
Yeah.
I was discovering every day something new. I discovered new tunings, not just only the standard tunings. I discovered that each finger could make a good work. For example, this finger one could be good basses, and two this finger could ring finger and the middle finger could make only with two finger a good chord, and with this finger like a right hand. And then okay, like my grandmother and mother, they say, find your key for your own sky. I was understanding it. And then in the time, practice. Finally, maybe when I was 30 years, for the first time, my chance to play with audience.
Okay.
I have a lot of background. I listened for my fathers and my parents. I listened a lot of music from the folklore of Chile, folklore of South America, and the folklore of South America has a really wonderful rhythm.
Okay.
But I love the classical music too.
Okay.
Then I took from the classical music some harmonies, and from the jazz some kind of harmonies. And I make like a big construction with all this background. Sometimes I play it to some covers, some boleros, very music for parties. Because my mother she enjoy it to sing tango or boleros.
Okay.
And the tangos and the boleros, if you learn it, the musical form of that music have a lot of harmonies.
Okay.
And then the harmonies came freely to my mind. In my music, you can find all that influence.
I see. That's where your music is from.
I study a little of music, but it for me was so boring.
Okay. Usually it's boring.
For me, no, it was more easy to record the ideas.
Record. Okay.
In that times, record in cassette. Do you remember what means cassette?
I do. I'm in the generation.
Well, now I put all my ideas in a bank of ideas in my studio. And then I check one time in a month. Then every day I'm composing a lot, and I let me go freely. Sometimes I start the idea in a rhythm mode. Yeah. Sometimes in a melody mode. Sometimes only the harmony. Then I don't try to be always the guide, to give the direction. I allow that the ideas come and develop for themselves.
Oh, nice. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. When some idea come, I let it to come.
Yeah.
I give the idea his space, his moment.
Okay.
There are something special. Okay. Then it go to the bank of ideas. Then when one time of the month, I check, and if that idea make me remember my feeling of the first moment, that is a good idea.
Okay.
For me.
Let's talk about your instrument. You just brought out, and what kind of guitar is that?
I use a Naga guitar. Owner of the Naga guitar, he sponsored me.
Naga.
You see?
I do. Is it Japanese?
No, it's Chinese. They invited me to the festival in Shanghai, and I played with Tommy Emmanuel, Vitaly Makukin, and a lot of really wonderful guitarists. And he came and said me, "This guitar is yours." Oh, thank you. Well, another guitars, one Fender, Lito Benito, another guitar I had right there. Lito Benito is a guitar of from a luthier Chilean luthier. They are my two guitars. And strings I use now, Tomastic.
Tomastic.
Do you know the Tomastic?
Oh, never heard of. Is it Chilean?
No. They are Germany.
German, okay.
Germany. Really, really, really wonderful. Another like a Daddario, Fender, Elixir, etc. But for me, only for me, Tomastic is perfect. The tension for my finger is not so hard. I use pedals. I use only the 4 pedals. Only I use from the Eventide the reverb. Compressor.
Compressor, okay. Of course.
Delay,
yeah.
And octave.
Okay.
My pickup, the pickup on my guitar is Chinese too. It's very cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're really good. I try with a lot of pickup, and no one was working well for me. But this is Vintage Sound Hall.
Okay.
VS6MV.
Oh, that's magnetic.
Yeah. And in live, always I use Germany amplifier, the AR.
The good? I have one.
Yeah. I have this 10 years.
10 years.
It's wonderful.
Wonderful, okay. Okay, let's talk about your songs. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Sputnik?
Sputnik. Yeah.
Sputnik.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that song? I really like it. That was the first video that I saw you playing with one hand. Did it just
came first the rhythm idea.
Okay.
That rhythm is from the north of Brazil.
Okay.
The name of that kind of rhythm is baião.
Baião.
If you go to the south of Brazil and to the north of Argentina, we'll find the milonga. Dun, 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 dun. It's a milonga. Then the fusion of the rhythm start to create new rhythm.
Okay.
Include the candombe. Baiao, candombe, milonga. If you go to Buenos Aires in Argentina, you will listen a lot of milongas and a lot of candombes. And it is a wonderful music.
Okay.
The ideas, the different ideas, the rhythmical ideas, I was coming the idea to my mind, and I start to, excuse me,
Wow.
Okay. You can use that kind of rhythm music, not folklore, because this harmony is come from the jazz.
Okay.
And then the fusion is really wonderful. But never I imagined to compose something like this. But the idea came free, and then I let the idea came to my mind and to my heart. When came Sputnik, it was like a beautiful gift for me. But I can tell you very humble that now, in this day of quarantine, of COVID, was born really beautiful new songs. I'm so happy. It's really so happy.
Yeah. Great to hear these.
Yeah. When I listen to Michael Hedge, I don't know if you know to Michael Hedge.
Yes, Michael.
When I listen to Michael Hedge, 1982, my mind exploded. Yeah. And I decided, I was looking that Michael Hedge was using something similar in my left arm. My electric guitar put out. I took my amplifier and put out too. And I was talking with my band. I said, goodbye. I don't want to see you anymore.
That's exactly what happened to me when I saw Tommy and Michael, right?
My decision for the acoustic guitar and for the circuit of fingerstyle, I think that has been my better decision of my life, because finally I'm going into myself. The fingerstyle give me all the possibilities for develop, not only like a good guitarist,
right,
like a good explorer.
Yeah,
my decision was perfect.
Yeah, I get your point though. What comes out of this town hall is totally you.
Okay. I can do a lot of things. I have not limits.
Without watching you, it sounds like you're playing with two hands.
Yeah, that's great for me. Never I thought to reach it. A lot of years ago, it was coming some people and say me, while you playing in the concert, I decide don't look to you, only to listen you.
Oh, okay.
Wow, for me, that was really new. They don't want to see me. They said me that some people, they are looking at me, they want to know how I can do that. Then don't listen.
Ah, okay. They want to be impressed by looking at you, but not focused on the music. That's what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them prefer to close their eyes.
Wow.
Their eyes. And for me, Goske, I think that is the most big things in my life. I'm a musician. I'm not a music with one hand.
Yeah, right.
This is for me the best.
Do you still have time? 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. That's for my students and people that are thinking of playing solo acoustic music. What's your advice how to practice not giving up?
If you want to be a great guitarist, only a great guitarist, practice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be a great guitarist with your own identity, practice and explore other music and open your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If an adversity or an obstacle appear in your way, take that force and transform it in a creative energy.
Nice. Yeah.
Don't give up.
Don't give
Never.
up.
Never give up to your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Because your dreams could be a wonderful energy for a world better.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of us want a world better. Then maybe we could play together.
Nice. Very nice. That was a nice one. Thank you very much for doing this with me. I was really happy. I learned so much from you.
And I want to say to your student, thank you. And I think that your student have a very good teacher like you, because I can feel to you, Goske. I don't know you because we are really very far away, but I can feel to you because I was looking, and I'm very old man, and I can feel when I look a little smile in front. Then thank you, Goske.
Thank you very much. I hope I can see you in person one day soon,
Yeah.
and we can play together.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will do it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Goske.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Okay. Bye. Ciao. Gracias.